Hosted in conjunction with Chris Media, the CEO interview series allows investors to hear directly from the CEOs leading the companies featured on Wholesale Investor. Enjoy the interview and reach out via the details in the description.
Hi and welcome to another Crisp TV Q&A. Today I'm joined by the founder of Title, Chris Nimos. Chris, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Chris, look, just to get started, do you mind giving us an executive summary of the venture you're working on and that you've founded, just so the audience has a high level of understanding to begin with?
Yep. So, started this venture probably about 5 years ago or so. I've got a digital marketing company which focuses on a lot of the builders and land developers around Victoria, Sydney and across Australia actually, and there was a bit of a need of something different than what we're using to market their platform products. So I started listening to these guys and saying, hey, what are your big issues? And we started documenting these issues. And since then, the idea of Title came up. So Title is effectively a marketplace where anyone can put a property up and anyone can buy it or sell it on behalf of them.
Excellent. So you mentioned that you were speaking to people and then the idea emerged, so that we're going to hone in on that. What was the specific problem you identified that spurred the innovation?
Yeah, so we've got, we're marketing quite a few designs for builders. And what we would do is we get a spreadsheet once a week or fortnight or monthly of what blocks we could use. But by the time we put a house land package together, uploaded it to a particular marketplace, it wouldn't be current. So we'd get inquiries and then that block of land's disappeared because the same spreadsheet goes to about 10 different other builders or 50 other builders. So we thought there must be a better way to market it. So once we started talking to the land developers and the builders, we started understanding what their pain points were. And that's how Title actually began.
Excellent. And what did they say their pain points were?
Real time. So it takes a bit of an effort to find the right design and the right block of land, and then to market it. And then you have a client that would come in that would say, yep, I want to live on that particular block. By the time the builder then rings that owner of the block, it's gone. So then they were scrambling to find another block, and the customer experience wasn't great.
So time and obviously a data exchange problem, an information exchange problem is at hand here. So I'm very curious now as to know what the solution is that you've come up with and how it's going to evolve.
Great. So what we've actually built as phase one, and consequently there's a few other phases that have been developed since, is a land developer can upload their land, all their governance around that particular land. The builder uploads all their designs and all their costs around that design. And so we've got some algorithms that then do pattern matching depending on certain criteria. And based on those criteria, then they'll create a house and land package. Once that's done, then the builder could be in his display home, for example, and can actually put a holding deposit on that land instantly. Once that's done, it comes off the system. So no one can actually buy it again. Or sell it again.
Makes perfect sense. And so obviously you've interacted with the market quite a great deal, whether it be feedback or beta trials, whatever you call it. I want to understand what are some key milestones and some feedback. So number one, feedback you've received directly from the market, and number two, key milestones you've achieved. Any key clients, partnerships that are notable that we should know about that indicate or allude to future success, things like that.
Yeah. In regards to traction, for example, we've got, I've lost count now, but it's thousands of properties already up, ready to go. The reason why they like it is because it's initially no cost to them. So they can upload as many as they like. It interacts directly with their CRM, so it's live data coming back to their CRM. And then once somebody puts a holding deposit on that particular block or package, It's then they get charged. So it's a win-win scenario. Some notable, so through our journey, we've spoken to quite a few large builders and land developers, ranging from Sakasui House to Collier's International, for example. Part of our journey and why we are raising some more funds is to finalise or finish our module regarding multi-residential, where our system will allow you to suck in a whole apartment building into the system, and then you can farm it out depending on what you want to do in sales with it. So it ranges from small builders to large agents.
Well, it's quite impressive. It's quite impressive that there's thousands of listings already, and you've got two large real estate companies who are obviously eager to continue talks with you. So everything seems to be aligned in terms of product and traction and product market fit. Now it comes to finalizing the module and scaling. So tell me about the team and why they have the skills and assets to actually execute on this scaling that's around the corner in this growth period.
Fantastic. Yep. So I've been lucky enough. So I brought on board Kelly, who's been doing the digital marketing for these clients, and the expertise in being able to target and segment the market's been phenomenal. That's been one of our success rates throughout the years. We've been doing this for over 10 years. So we know the market inside out. So to target and expand is quite easily. We've got some of the key trainers on board. So we've got people that are able to been helping develop the product and are able to train the people also. We've got people from the building industry that are coming on board to help with that expansion within that segment. We've got people that have been in the multi-res industry quite extensively coming on board to help us target that area too. So we've got the key stakeholders that are going to help us expand. But the good thing about this system is not just the key people, the actual system itself helps us grow. So a good example is a land developer might bring on his agents. We don't even know who those agents are. Or he might bring on his marketers. Sorry?
There's a network effect.
That's right, yeah.
And
that's gold for us.
Of course, because it encourages or enforces every stakeholder in the ecosystem to participate on the one platform. So one user, like you're saying, could bring on multiple, which is exciting as a platform and a key indicator of potential. I'd love to ask you about your 6 to 12 month outlook. What are the key things you want to achieve? Because you've got to remember there's prospective people who want to participate in this business watching this interview. What can they look forward to? Why is now a good time to participate in a round with Title?
Yeah,
what's around the corner?
That's very good question. Well, as you're aware, there's a bit of a downturn in the market.
Sure.
Especially in the property industry. And this is where Title comes into effect. Because of that network effect, because it allows multiple people to view that, or multiple businesses to view that property and to sell it on your behalf, that actually increases your sales force exponentially.
Okay.
So the next 6 months, the funding will go to probably two main things. One is finalise the product and bring on some more key personnel to help us expand. Bring on the land developers, the builders, the multi-residential segment of the market. And they're all sitting there waiting for us to finish it, which is great. And then is to expand. So a bit of marketing, and then that's for the next 6 months, make sure it's up and running nicely. And then we're into the States. I've built this product to suit the US market.
Wow, okay. That's exciting. Because now what we've got here is, just in summary today, product market fit, good market feedback, good market traction, a viable team, and a strong plan that includes global expansion, and a real problem that you're solving with an effective solution. So congratulations on what you've achieved to date. I'm going to point people in the direction of your deal room now. And if anybody would like to speak to Chris or a member of the title team, we will have their deal room details in the description. And of course, Chris, you'd be open to chat, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Chris, thank you for joining me today, and best of luck in hitting those key milestones you've revealed to us today.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.